and the Sanat Kumaras cursed them. They became Ravana Kumbhakarna. So this Rudraganas became Ravana Kumbhakarna. That is why Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. In the dynasty of Pulastya Rishi, this Ravana Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana, they were born. And three of them practiced great penance. Single pointed concentration is called tapas. And these asuras are very good in concentration power. There are two things about our mind. One is called concentration. Another is called purification. Some people are very good in achieving concentration, but not necessarily that they have purity of mind. And some people, their minds are good, but no concentration. That is why we find in our Puranas, many asuras perform great tapas. When it comes to asking for a boon, then you will see what type of boon they ask. Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, etc. And after getting boon, what they do? These are from Itihasas. It is primarily on event based. Puranas are learning based. Itihasas are event based. Now, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana performed great tapas. Ravana stands for Rajas. Kumbhakarna stands for Tamas. Vibhishana is Sattva. Now, Kumbhakarna, because of Tamas, his concentration is what? Sleep. When you sit in meditation and sleeping, it looks same, isn't it? Both look same for outsiders. And Vibhishana also was able to concentrate. And Ravana, because of the jasic nature, he was not able to concentrate. So what he did, he saw his two brothers sitting both sides, meditating upon Bhagavan. He looked both of them. He tried to meditate, he could not. That's our majestic nature. What he did, I should do something different. So he had 10 heads, so he started cutting off one head and offering in the Havan Kund. But to his surprise, as soon as he offered, it came back to him. When he was about to cut the 10th one, Ramaji had no choice. He appeared and asked, "What is that boon you seek from me?" Ravana said, "I want all power and might, ruling over the whole world, even gods in the heaven, and I shall not die." Ramaji said, "Deathlessness is not possible. Once you are born, you have to die. You can extend your life, that is okay. but you have to die one day. Then Ravana thought for a while and said, okay, I should not die in the hands of any mighty force except man and monkey. Because he thought that man and monkey are not threat to him. Brahmaji, before he changed his mind, said, okay, Tadastu. Kumbhakarna said, 6 months sleep and one day I get up. Brahmaji said again before he changed his mind, okay. Then he came to Vibhishana. He asked for Hari Bhakti because he is sattvic. He wants only Hari Bhakti. Then Ravana married Mandodari. He had children, Indrajit, Akshay Kumar. His order to his people was destroy, overperform Yajna Yaga, worship of cows, etc. This is because today's term, it is called sanction. Because Ravana knows all the devatas get their food through Yajnadana, through the rituals. So in Vedas, human beings who are doing rituals, they are termed as Deva Pashu. See, Pashu is the one from whom you milk, isn't it? The same way human beings become Deva Pashu means human beings are like Pashu. The Devatas milk us to get their share of food. What is the share of their food? Rituals. The one who perform rituals, through ritual, Devatas get fattened. So Ravana, what he did, he stopped all the rituals. And what happened? Devatas won't get their food. So they become famished, weak. At that time, you go and attack them, you will be able to defeat them easily. This was the strategy, Ravana. So it is called terrorism at its peak. Rakshasa, opposite is called Sakshara. Sakshara means highly educated people. Ravana was a highly educated person. He was a Samavedi. He himself was a Brahmana. He followed all rituals. So highly literate people become perverted. They are called Rakshasas. Rakshasa opposite called Sakshara. Sakshara means educated. All these big level corruptions are committed by highly educated people. Tusidaji points out what is the lakshana of these Rakshasas. Wickedness, stealing, all the time gambling, and their eyes are on other man's wealth or wife. No regards for mother, father, wife. And they make all the sadhus to serve them. Those who have this type of tendencies, please understand they are of demonic nature. This is called decline in dharma, increase in adharma. Even the spirit of the Mother Earth, she became highly frightened and perplexed, scared. She took the form of a cow, went to Brahmaji and other devas. There was a conference and all the devatas were sitting. how to make an appeal to that absolute Lord. Lord, where does he live? Someone said Ksheerasagar. Lord Shiva said, Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana Premate Prakata Hoi Me Jana. God is all pervading, and wherever the same way he is present, everywhere Bhagavan is present the same way, but become manifest only when there is prayers with great love and devotion. It is something like in the log of wood, the fire is present, but you don't see that fire. Some friction is required to manifest that fire. So too the Lord is there in our heart. He manifests the one who sincerely pray. Lord Shiva said, let us pray here. Then everybody said, well said. Let us pray here. And they started praying. 185. Wow. Good flow.
Howard. जय जय सुरनायक जन सुखदायक प्रणत पाल भगवंता कोत्विज हितकारी जय असुरारी सिंधु सुता प्रिय कंता पालन सुर धरणी अद्भुत करनी मरम न जानई कोई जो सहज कृपाला दीन दयाला करऊ अनुग्रह सो जय जय अविनाशी खटवासी व्यापक परमानंदा अविगत गोतीतम चरित पुनीतम माया रहित मुकुंदा जय रागी विरागी अति अनुरागी विगत मोह किसी पासर ध्यावई गुण गण गावई जय सच्चिदानंदा जय सृष्टि आई त्रिविध बनाई संग सहाय न दूजा सो करऊ अघारी चिंत हमारी जानिय भगति न पूजा जो भव भंजन मुनि मनरंजन रंजन विपति बरूढ़ा मन प्रचुरम वाणी छाड़ी सयानी शरण सकल सुर जूठा सारथ श्रुति शेषा विषय अशेषा जागहु को नहीं जाना जेहि दीन प्रियारे वेद पुकारे प्रभु सुश्री भगवाना भव भारती मंदर सब विधि सुंदर गुण मंदिर सुख पूजा मनि सिद्ध सकल सुर परम भयात नमक नाथ पद कंजा जानि सभय सुर भूमि सुनी बचन समेत स्नेह गगन गिरा गंभीर भई हरनि शोक संदेह सियावर रामचंद्र जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे
Jaya Jaya Sura Nayaka. All of them prayed together. 33 crores of devatas, Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, and Bhumi Devi. All of them prayed together. Lord, you are the Lord of all gods, and all the Rishimunis are the countless cosmoses. Bhagavan, you are the one who created so many cosmos without taking any help from anyone else. Now the question is how to overcome our ego. Just think about when you say, I made this. Just think in order to create that, how many factors were necessary. You cannot take credit that you did everything. How can you so proud of your achievement? How long it will remain, which you don't know. What our ego, the only one who can say that I did everything is only the Lord. Those who have surrendered to you, they will be able to cross over samsara. Now, Lord, please look at our condition. And listening to the sincere prayers of these devatas, and there was an invisible voice they heard, be not afraid. For your sake, I will take birth now. I will come in Surya Vamsha. And in different yugas, different souls have done great penance to deserve to become parents of Bhagavan. Kashyapa and Aditi had done tapas. They are now born as Dasharatha and Kausalya. I will be born to them. Not only I will come, and my other Tejas also will be born as my brothers. My Maya also will be born. I will remove the burden of the earth and now be happy. Voice disappeared. At that time, this meeting is over. And Brahmaji again called the Devatas for another meeting. And Devatas said, again another meeting. Yeah. Devatas are interested in partying all the time. They don't like to do any work. Brahmaji said, sit down. Look, Bhagavan is coming to help us. But we should do something. And they said, you said God does not need anyone's help. What help we can give to him? Brahmaji said, you can go and serve him. You have to become smaller than him. He is coming as Nara, human being. You all should become Vanara. So the gods with their power, they created so many monkeys. And they all looked at Brahmaji. What about you? He said, I am already there as Jambavan. That's why you see Indra's son is Vali and Surya Bhagavan's son is Sugriva. Lord Hanumanji is none other than Lord Shiva himself. All these monkeys and crows were waiting for Bhagavan's arrival in Kishkinda. Now, in Ayodhya, Dasharatha and Kausalya. Dasharatha had 3 wives, Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. In Adhyatma Ramayanam, the whole Ramakatha is looked upon in a different way, symbolically. Dasharatha means Ratham means chariot. The chariot is used to go out. The same way, this Ratha represents our senses. Our senses also go out to enjoy. So Dasharatha means the one who has perfect control over our 10 senses, called Dasharatha. And since he has perfect control of 10 senses, naturally he lives in Ayodhya. Ayodhya means where there is no yuddham. Yuddham means conflict. So unless you have control over your senses, you cannot live in Ayodhya. Naturally, such a person will be blessed with what? Rama. Atma Rama. He revels in that Paramatma. Now Rama cannot stay all the time in Ayodhya. He went out and got married to Sita ji. Sita stands for Maya. That is why you see Sita ji was not born in a normal way. See, when Janaka Maharaj was plowing the field, they got the child. If every farmer plowing the field get a child, think about it. It is not possible. So the origin is not known. That is the nature of Maya. And Bhagavan, Paramatma get wedded to, means identify with Maya. Then he can no more stay in Ayodhya. He has to live in the jungle of life. That is why Bhagavan has to go to the forest. Forest stands for our samsara. And Sita ji accompanied him. As long as Sita ji was completely devoted to Rama and never thought of anything else, even though she was in the forest, she enjoyed as though in Ayodhya. But one day, what happened? She desired something other than Rama. What was that? Golden deer. Sitaji said, "Oh dear, get me this deer." And her deer went after her deer. And he could not get the deer, he shot the deer. And when he came back, he lost his deer. Now, when Rama was away, Sitaji was having a visitor. It was called Kapata Sannyasi. Ravana came in the form of a sannyasi. It is not that all sannyasis are Ravana, okay. This sannyasi took the form of sannyasi to please her, to have faith in him. Now Ravana, think about it, Dasha Mukha. Mukha stands for enjoyment. One was Dasharatha, control of senses. Here is Dasha Mukha. What is that? The one who revels in sense pleasures. If a normal man enjoys with one head and has 6 senses, this man has got 10 times more than that. So naturally, when you think of something else other than Bhagavan, the golden deer represents material pleasure. Gold represents material matter. When she thought of material pleasure other than Bhagavan, what happened was we come under the grip of Ravana. Is what? Dasha Mukha. This is called imprisonment. It is not that Ravana took Sita ji, okay? Our mind is under the grip of what? This 10 senses. 5 Panchendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas. We are imprisoned by Ravana means what? Our ego. Who want to enjoy? So Sita ji was taken away and kept in Lanka. Now Bhagavan went in search of why. Afterwards Sita ji realized what mistake she made. Then she started remembering the Lord. To the extent she remembered, Ramachandraji responded. Naturally, he sent his messenger, Hanumanji. This is called Guru. Hanumanji stands for Guru. Guru Naik, Guru Siddhartha, Hanuman Chalisa also. That you are like our Guru, he said. So Hanumanji is none other than Shivji. So naturally, he is our Guru. So Guru comes to us, remind us that what? Bhagavan is looking for you. Bhagavan is Astikya Buddhi given to Sita ji. And Bhagavan went, after getting the news, Bhagavan went and made a bridge across the ocean and went, and with the help of the monkey Sena, Vanar Sena, Bhagavan killed Ravana and released Sita ji from the imprisonment and came back to Ayodhya, established Ramarajya. This is the significance of Ramakatha. Now, here in Ayodhya, Dasharatha and Kausalya, Dasharatha had 3 wives, Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. For Dasharatha, everything was going on well, but one thing was missing. What was that? He did not have a child. Health is there, wealth is not there. Wealth is there, health is not there. This void is complete only with Bhagavan. But what we do is that we want to fill the gap with another worldly things. If I get a child, I'll be happy. Not necessary. Lord says, fill the gap with me. Now, Dasharatha Maharaj, even Lord Indra used to respect him. Everything there, prosperity, power. Not 1, 3 queens were there, but no child. So he went to his Guru, Vasishtha Rishi. When our worldly efforts get exhausted, then only we seek divine intervention. That way they say, no, if you are sick, first allopathy, then homeopathy, then naturopathy, then sympathy, then Tirupati. So this Raja went to his Guru, Vasishtha Rishi. Now the last we invoke the grace of Lord. The method of invoking grace was to perform fire ritual. Here it is called Putrakameshti Yaga. If you perform this ritual, the Lord will be pleased. And as a blessing, you will have the child. Vasishtha Rishi remembered another Rishi called Rishyasringa Rishi to perform this ritual. Raja Dasharatha performed this yajna with the help of Rishyasringa Rishi. And the Lord, in the form of Bhakti Devata, manifested from the Havan Kund with a pot full of made in heaven payasam, means cave. He said, now you distribute this among your queens. Arthabhaga Kausalya Hidina. Kausalya was given half portion of the cave. Ubhaya Bhaga Ate Karakina. The other half that was there again made into two parts. Kaikeyi so Tripadeyahu. One part was given to Kaikeyi. The last one gave it to Sumitra, blessed by Kausalya. Kausalyaji got Ram as her son and Bharat to Kaikeyi and Lakshmana and Shatrughna to Sumitra. Once the Lord entered the womb of Kausalya, the whole world became happy and prosperous. When you look at Panchang, there are 5 things: Yoga, Lagna, Graha, Vara, Tithi. These are the things they see and then fix the auspicious day, etc. Now Ramachandraji is to be born and everywhere there is joy. When Bhagavan has to come down, the whole Prakriti got geared up.
रामनवमी तिथि मधुमास पुनीता रामा राम शुक्ल पक्ष अभिजित हरि प्रीता रामा राम मध्य दिवस अति शीत न घामा रामा राम पावन काल लोक विश्रामा रामा राम शीतल मंद सुरभि बह पाऊ रामा राम हर्षित सुर संतन मन चाऊ रामा राम बन कुसुमित गिरि गन मनियारा रामा राम प्रवहि सकल सरितामृत धारा रामा राम सो अवसर बिरंचि जब जाना रामा राम चले सकल सुर साज विमाना रामा राम गगन विमल संकुल सुर जूथा रामा राम गावहि गुण गंधर्व परूथा राम बरषहि सुमन सु अंजलि साजी रामा राम कह गही गगन दुंदुभि बाजी रामा रामा स्तुति करहि नाग मुनि देवा रामा राम बहु विधि लावहि निज निज सेवा रामा राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय रामा राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय रामा सुर समूह विनती करी पहुँचे निज निज धाम जग निवास प्रभु पगटे अखिल लोक विश्राम सियावर राम जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम।
Navami Tithi Madhumasa Punita. Bhagavan taking birth, incarnation. We taking birth, reincarnation. That is different. We are under the compulsion of our earlier Punya Papa karma. As far as Bhagavan is concerned, no such constraint or bondage. Bhagavan, out of his own will, keeping Maya under control, come into existence. Bhagavan thought he is coming in the Surya Vamsha, and so he should come during daytime. Also, when the sun is in the highest position, that is midday. Ninth day, Navami. This 9 multiplied by 9 remains 9 always. 9 multiplied with any number, it remains 9. It is the number of infinite Brahman. So Bhagavan appeared in his own number, that is 9. Navami Tithi, Madhumasa Punita, that bright fortnight spring season. Abhijit Nakshatra, Madhya Divas, midday. Neither too cold nor too hot. Most auspicious time, blessing the whole world, and the breeze that was blowing at that time, cool, soft, fragrant. All these great devatas and saints, suddenly they start feeling great joy in their heart. They themselves did not know why all the forest and gardens, all of them new flowers start blooming. And it is said the mountains thus have many precious jewels that are hidden. Mountain said, what is the use of keeping it hidden? Like we all keep our ornaments in the locker. What we wear is only imitation only, right? The mountains brought out all the jewels out, and in the rivers, nectarine, like waters were flowing. Now Brahmaji understood this is the time for Bhagavan to appear. Once he is born, it is difficult to get him. Before he is born, let me go there. And in an unmanifest form, he appeared there. And other gods also came, offered their prayers, and went away. And in the heavens, all the celestial musicians started singing, and Apsara started dancing. Many instruments started playing by itself. The joy giver and peace giver, even though he pervades the whole world, but at this time, he manifested there. By April.
भय प्रकट कृपाला दीन दयाला कौसल्या हितकारी हर्षित महतारी मुनि मनहारी अद्भुत रूप विचारी लोचन अभिरामा तनु घन श्यामा निज आयुध भुज चारी भूषण बनमाला नयन विशाला शोभा सिंधु खरारी कह दुई कर चोरी अस्तुति तोरी के विधि करो अनंता माया गुण ज्ञाना तीत अमाना वेद पुराण फलंता करुणा सुख सागर सब गुण आगर जे गावहि श्रुति सो मम हित लागी काया निर्मित माया रोम रोम प्रतिवेद कहे मम उर सोबासी यह उपहासी सुनत धीर नहे उपजा जब ज्ञान sorry she changed the slide उपजा जब ज्ञाना प्रभु मुस्काना चरित बहुत विधि कीन चहे कही कथा सुहाई मात बुझाई जय प्रकार सुत प्रेम लहे माता पुनि बोली सोमति डोली तजहु तात यह की जैसी सुलीला अति प्रिय सीला यह सुख परम अनुपा सुनी वचन सुजाना रोदन ठाना कोई बालक सुर रूपा यह चरित चिरावही हरि पद पावही तेन परहि भव कृपा विप्रतेनु सुर संत हित लीन मनुज अवतार निज इच्छा निर्मित तनु माया गुण गोपाल सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम
Ramchandra ji was born. Another news came. Kaikeyi also gave birth to another son. Sumitra ji gave birth to 2 boys. Anand multiplied into 4 times. When you are delighted, you open your purse and want to give and give. There was this Dasi, a maid servant for Kausalya ji. And Kausalya ji wanted to give her something. She said, ask anything, I will give you today. She said, what asking? Give that baby to me. Let me hold the baby. Kausalya ji was very generous. She gave the child. The moment she took the child in her lap, she went into samadhi. Because sukhena brahma samsparsham atyantam sukhamashmite. Veda says that Bhagavan's sparsha, touch, will take you to that Brahmananda state. Dasharatha Maharaj came and Vasishtha ji also came. Hearing the news, Dasharatha Maharaj said to Vasishtha Rishi, Maharaj, please chant some Vedic mantras, auspicious mantras. Vasishtha ji said, what Veda mantras? I have forgotten my name also. That Brahmanandam, when they are experiencing, who will remember what? Thus there was joy and joy alone. When Rama was born, for 1 month, there was only daytime. Bhagavan Surya Narayana did not move from the place. He went on looking at Ramchandra ji. The beauty is that no one noticed it. There was no night. You may think that it is exaggeration. 195 Doha.
मास दिवस कर दिवस भा परम न जानई कोई रथ समेत रवि था केयू निशा कवन विधि होई सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम
Idea is nobody noticed it. Do you notice time when you go to sleep? The point is, when we are not aware of our body, time concept also goes. Everyone in Ayodhya, including Surya Bhagavan, were all in Brahmananda. Nobody did do anything. Some countries, hardly few hours of night there. When Bhagavan is born, such miracle also can happen, and people lost the sense of time. Now, while narrating the story, Lord Shiva tells Parvati, you know, I also went there, and I took Kagabushundi also with me. And I took the form of a Jyotishi and went there. Otherwise, they would not have allowed us there. But when a child is born, everyone wants to know the future of the child. And Kagabushundi did a good publicity for me. He said, one Himalayan Baba is coming. He is Trigalatyaha Sarvatyaha. Then immediately he got entry into the palace. One said, we enjoyed the sight, remained there for quite some time. When everybody knew celebrations were there every day. After 196.
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम कछुक दिवस बीते ही यही भांति जात न जानिय दिन अरु राती जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम नाम करन कर अवसर जानी धूप बोली पठे मुनि ज्ञानी जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम करी पूजा भूपति अस भाषा धरिय नाम जो मनि गुण राखा इनके नाम अनेक अनूपा मैं नृप कहब स्वमति अनुरूपा जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जो आनंद सिंधु सुख राशि सीकर से त्रैलोक सुखासी जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम तो सुख धाम राम अस नामा अखिल लोक दायक विश्रामा
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
विश्व भरण पोषण कर जोई साकर नाम भरत अस होई जय सिया राम
जय जय सिया राम
जाके सुमिरन तेरी पुनासा नाम सचुगन वेद प्रकाश पासा
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
जय सिया राम
जय जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
लक्षण धाम राम प्रिय सकल जगत आधार गुरु वशिष्ठ तेहि राखा लक्ष्मण नाम उदार सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम सियावर राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम
Now, Paramatma, who is beyond all names and form, assumed a form. The form is there, then the name also should be there. When Bhagavan was born, he was appeared in Vishnu Rupa. And Kausalyaji went on looking at the form. Bhagavan showed her the form to tell her that you have done tapas earlier, and I had promised that I will come as your son, fulfilling that promise. Fulfillment of one's promise is one of the most important aspects of dharma, righteousness. Right from the birth, Bhagavan established Ramarajyam. First thing is Matru Devo Bhava. So he asked, Mother, you tell me what you want me to do. So Kausalyaji said, please perform your Shishu Leela. Actually, a child gives his parents maximum joy in the Shishu Avastha. That is why they go on taking pictures, sleeping, smiling, crying, walking, running, all pictures. Looking at the baby, we are happy. Baby does nothing, but that child makes you all happy. So obeying his mother, Bhagavan cried aloud, Rodana Thana, Prasidaji says. And he says, those who sing this episode of Bhagavan, they will never fall in the well of samsara. The Lord is beyond name and form, but he has taken a form. Therefore, a name has to be given. Here in this country, 24 hours time, you have to come up with a name. Then they come to the Swami also asking for name. And we gave, but they never put that name. We stopped giving name now. Those days, naming ceremony was done by Guru. It is there said, Nama Karana Kara Avasarujani. Dasharatha Maharaj thought that it is the occasion for naming ceremony. He invited Vasishtha, Rishi with honor, and worshipped him and said, Maharaj, you must have thought about some name for my 4 sons. You please give the name. So Rishi said, Jo Ananda Sindhu. Vasishtha Rishi said, they already have countless names. He says, your eldest son will be called Rama. That ocean of bliss, depending upon a small droplet of which all jivas of the 3 worlds, past, present, and future, become happy. That ocean of bliss is this Ram. Means Ananda Sarupa, or to sport or to delight. That Ananda you get from the worldly experience only gives you temporary joy. But this is pure and permanent bliss. Vishwabharana, Bharata, called nourisher. One who nourishes the whole universe is called Bharata. This Bharata is the one nourished the very path of devotion. Then Shatrugna, Jake Sumiranate Ripunasha, Ama Shatrugna Veda Pramana, Pukasa. The one who destroys your enemy, that enemy is none other than our own ego. Nobody gives us trouble other than our own ego. Lakshmana, Lakshana Dham, Shubha Lakshana Sampanna, one who is virtuous, endowed with all noble virtues. Rama Priya, dear to Rama, Rama is dear to him. Sakala Jagat Adhar is the support to the whole world. Therefore, Vasishtaji named him Lakshmana. Now, little Vedantic thought. Lord said he will come in 4 forms. So, Parabrahma, Paramatma, beyond all forms and names, that Brahman in pure nature is Rama. The same Brahman with his Maya Shakti is called Ishvara, who is the creator, sustainer, ruler of the whole world, and he is Bharata. Then, naturally, Lakshmana's name should come, isn't it? Because in the order of birth, Lakshmana is elder to Shatrugna. But Tulsidaji gives the third name, Shatrugna here. So, then so first is Brahman, then Brahman plus Maya is Ishvara. Then comes who? Total mind. And through the total mind, he is called Hiranyagarbha or Taijasa or Brahmaji. It's called Shatrugna. So this Shatrugna, that is why proper name is given. So the total mind is called total ego. This is the whole creation. The Shatrugna is the one whom you remember. Your ego will disappear. That's the idea. Means when you expand your ego and embracing the whole creation as you, then you see your ego disappears. It's a Shatrugna. Then that Paramatma himself is the Virat Purusha. Physical world, the whole cosmos called Virat Purusha. That Virat Purusha is called Lakshmana. That is Ananda Sheshanath, who is supporting the whole creation. Now what happened later? The children grow up. That story continued. In every chapter, there is one character comes and that character changes the whole story. In Balakanda also, our Vishwamitra Rishi comes and you can see the story totally changes. In Ayodhya Kand, you see Mantara comes and the whole story changes. In Aranyakand, Surpanaka comes, the whole story changes. Like this, we will continue the story after lunch, okay, afternoon. You will have the celebration of Ramajan and we will conclude. We'll stop here today. Come back, we'll tell you the story how the children grew up, Gurukula Vasam, then our Vishwamitra Ji is coming, etc. And Sita Swayambara. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti, Shanti.